Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello. What is it? I have a piano song. 1 second. Oh, what is it? Here. What is it? Here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello. Okay, so that's the intro. I have it. So guys, what's up? Not much has been happening, not much. I don't know. A few things are going on, I guess, I don't know what. Wow. Yeah, be well, everyone. Oh my God. Cynthia, I know I sent you a video. It's uploading. Cynthia Allen. I know I owe you a video. So anyway, because I had the reading Cynthia, so I know she asked and I get confused, I get lost. So guys, wow, so many now, guys. I found remember how I used to wear these rings? Now I'm putting them on again. So oh my God, guys, I'm gonna talk about something totally off topic. Okay, I have permission for it. So because I was so amazed by this, I have to share you this story because it's an incredible story. Okay, so so a couple days ago, I had a private reading with someone, and he called me about his son who has autism. Okay, so I don't know. I don't have any necessarily any particular interest in science. It's not one of the subjects that I read, that I'm reading articles on or anything. So I had this reading. So it was so amazing, guys. So I saw, his child does not speak and he's 12, but I told him, I said, in 10 years, he'll be speaking. He's going to go to graduate school. And I explained how it's going to happen. And I said, I saw this medical machine. I saw this like little electrical things. Okay. This little, anyway, I saw exactly what it looks like. I described exactly what it looks like, but I thought, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It sounds so crazy or whatever, because it sounds so strange, And then as we were talking, I searched for it. I was searching and it exists, guys. An MIT professor last month just got a patent for exactly what I had seen. Can you imagine? It's so strange. I was very freaked out by it. So I wrote to the professor, okay, explained how I see it happening, what area of the brain, this is what's so strange. What area of the brain they have to focus the electromagnetic energy onto, okay? How the brain matter changes and guys, honestly, it was so crazy and I still have goosebumps. I am just still kind of like, wow. Because, like I said, guys, I don't know much about science, but what I saw was so specific. It was this electric magnetic little things, tiny little things that they would exercise, almost like turn it on, like a very mild electric shock. And I'm going, and I saw it. I was like, it's gonna be, and I told him how I imagine if I'm writing to the MIT professor, bitch, no, you're doing it wrong. So it was so funny. So I saw this article in Science magazine. I searched. I was like, so first I was talking to him on the phone. I was like, brain implant, autism. So I was like, okay, so it exists something similar, but it's not yet being used for autism. It's being used for Parkinson's disease. So I explained, then as I read this big article in Science magazine, I saw at the bottom another researcher and I clicked on it and that's how I started doing the research. Finally, this guy who's in MIT, not the original one, I was like, this is it. And I was like, thank God, he got the patent. They're working on it. But I was like, this is how it's going to be. I was like, this is how it's going to be. Yeah, no. So and how they were doing wrong, and it was like amazing, guys, because I saw his son 10 years. I said in 10 years he's going to be speaking. Okay. He's going to be speaking. He's going to have a girlfriend. He's going to go to grad school, because a lot of autistic kids are very, very, very intelligent. Okay. They're extremely intelligent. Okay. So, but the other thing I saw, guys, is I saw how he sees the world. Usually I see this for kids and everything, but it was amazing. You know, I saw why they are so stressed. He's so stressed out. It's so much, you know, and I saw why they're, you know, the reason why their brain, I saw the reason why the brain is like that. I explained, it's like, and like I was telling you guys, you know, I don't know anything. Okay. I don't read science, anything. I don't really particularly care for, you know, now that I'm like, oh, I'm here. Brain scientist, rose psych investigator. Yeah. I am. Yeah. Can you imagine? So I was like, I'm rose psych investigator. Yeah. Here's my number. Hello, Einstein? Hey, hello? No. So no, because the guy I wrote to is like, he's one of those people who graduates at, you know, college at the age of 14 or something. He has like 450 like, you know, kind of crazy genius. Oh, this, yeah. So it was amazing, guys, you know, and I know there's so many kids suffer from autism. I'm not saying that there's a total cure for, okay, guys, I'm sorry. Okay. Guys, I'm just going to say, okay, that's it. I'm going to stop because I know I'm too excited. I'm still buzzing my mind. Okay. But I just want to say also that it's not that there's a total cure for autism, but I explained that this electromagnetic little field things they're developing now. You know how plants, if you put a light on the plant indoors, they can grow. So something similar, okay? So something similar where it's like it's something that the thinking is a little bit similar. It's like there's okay, this is what I saw about autism, guys. That it's something that you were born with, and it has to do with the underdeveloping of the brain. And some, like it's a green, okay? So the reason why certain areas of the brain, they're like very good at math or whatever is because the other parts don't develop and it becomes overdeveloped, okay? So anyway, I just want to say, because I was like, oh my God, it's so exciting. Because his son, I'm telling you guys, you know, because when I see it, I'm not saying this. So then I searched like all these medical journals to find it. Can you believe it? I was like, it exists. Oh my God, can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's crazy. And oh my God, I'm still like, wow. Can you imagine? It's so crazy. And then I was like, because anyway, so it's not, like I said, it's not that there's a total cure for autism, but it has to do with this thing, you know, they're born with this, and then it's like developing the brain after the children are born. That's the key. Okay. But it has to do with this electromagnetic. There's so much, guys, that's going to come out about the brain and electromagnetic fields. Also, guys, I've seen one of you, I did a reading for somebody with MS, the same thing. There's going to be a cure for MS in about 10 years also. You know, it's a very different cure, very different thing they've done for MS, but there's going to be, okay, a cure. And it has all to do, because MS is actually, I saw that is also related in a way. And you know, so what's wonderful about this, guys, is not drugs. Okay. It's not drugs. You know, it's not like you have to like, I'm very thankful for drugs for the you know, ADD thing. My life improved dramatically. But this thing is not drugs. It's an electromagnetic thing. You know, it's like this, like vibrations kinds of things. Okay, so it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, and a lot of those, and like I was telling you, MS is also it's a little different. It's a little closer to epilepsy. How it generates, how it happens. You know, how it comes to be. You know, it's kind of like a breakdown of an electric circuit kind of thing, you know? So yeah, well, I don't know, but I think, you know, and I'll tell you guys, I had epilepsy when I was growing up, and I had to take barbiturates. I was living, you know, a long time ago. So what I was wanting to say is that drugs, when you were really a young kid, they can be really bad. I have really bad teeth. I'm not excusing my bad teeth, but I remember my mother told me, the doctor told her she's going to take these medicines. It's going to be good. She's not going to have seizures, but she's going to have bad teeth and bones. I have very bad teeth. You know, I get cavities and I have, you know, whatever, very bad teeth. But that was a consequence. You know, you choose these different things. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm not against obviously drugs or anything like that for, you know, medicines, but it's not good long term necessarily. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I want to say. It's very exciting, guys, right? Can you imagine? I'm just like, I'm gonna cry, guys, because it's amazing. You know, we have so many bad things, you know, every day here on this channel. We deal with all the horrible criminals. Horrible criminals, you know what I mean? So then to see that there's good developments for humanity, you know, it's amazing. It's really like, it makes me cry because it's like and I know, guys, from the readings I do for some of you, you know, the parents of autistic children, is so painful. It's very hard. Okay. You know, it's a lot for parents as well. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I feel like it's not just the children. And then the other thing I saw, guys, I just want to finish this, is that those kids are going to write books about what it was like to be autistic and to not be, they're going to explain it. Isn't that amazing? I thought it was so amazing. Oh my God, it's public. Jesus Christ. Is that right? It's a showing me thing in this thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't think it's public. No, it's not. So, oh my God. Anyway, guys, so this is it. You know, I just want to say, like, I'm very excited about it. I'm like, hello. Oh, so, you know, because like I said, guys, you know, I know some of you so much suffering, you know. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, so this is it. This is a story. So anyway, so yeah, so once it becomes bigger, you know. But I saw the solution is that, okay, guys, I know I'm gonna there's a lot of other things to talk about. I'm about to wrap it up. But what I saw is, like, when I remember when I had epilepsy, you know, the doctor had those, you know, they had to do the brain electric brain thing. But this thing is different. It's like the brain is, you see like a photo of the brain, and they can pinpoint the area that's coming, that's changing, that is lacking. I'm sorry, like almost like Earth, you know, when it needs water, something like that. And that is the area that they're going to project the energy onto, and they're gonna, you know, make it grow, like really, really grow, you know. So this is amazing. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, it's amazing. He's going to speak. I'm telling you. When I said his son, I said, he's going to speak. I'm not saying because I'm like, oh, I see a voice telling me things here on head. He's going to speak. It's not that, okay? Is that it's so clear that it's not just because it's said, because you know, when I see you have visions, it's not just one thing, okay? It's a combination. I saw the treatment. I saw the thing, and it was not like, oh, hello, there he is speaking, right? So, but I feel, guys, you know, I was like, hello, MIT. Do you need a consultant, psychic investigator for brain? You have brain disease, call me. I know how it feels. I can go, you know, seriously, guys, because I was like, it's amazing because I can see what the person sees. I can feel what they feel, and I can tell you where it is in the head. Hello, this is what you're going to do for him. This is what you're going to do for her. Hello? Oh, my God. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I was like, hello, MIT? I don't need to go in. I know it. But there's no to do. Yeah. Hire me. I need a job. Like, imagine, not like that. But, you know, like, I was like, wow. Because I was just like, guys, I'm still flabbergasted by this. You know, like, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, it's so interesting. We knew that this was coming, guys, you know, that this left brain, the right brain, left brain connection is going to happen. And I had read before, you know, that this whole thing of that people are going to see the spirit, you know, not like this, not spiritual in the sense of like, oh, you know, your karma or anything like that. But the sense of like that we are discovering these things, okay, that we can see them and they're very clear, okay. And I feel like it's so interesting because, like I said, when I saw it for him, you know, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, maybe, you know, who knows? I was like, I even apologized. I was like, I'm sorry. It sounds like an AI nightmare that there was a little implant or something. And then when I saw that it exists, like it barely exists, you know, guy just started doing it, not even for autism necessarily. Okay. Can you imagine? So crazy. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I'm just like, whoa. It's crazy. I'm still processing. So just so you know, guys, you know, if we, you know, looking at all these horrible things. Oh, MIT, guys, are you serious? MIT, it's like more money than God. So, you know, because, you know, think about how much. I'm sorry, you know, it's right. Think about it. MIT is not gonna have problems. So, for research, okay, it's like. And you know, if you think about it, guys, I know it's a different scale, but you know, remember back in the day, people didn't have. Remember, people, guys, didn't have braces. Like, think about it. In a way, this is like braces, but much more advanced. Okay, it's kind of a form. Well, it's a little different than braces, but you know, think about it. Like, we have gone so many different steps that we almost, it's not that we take for granted developments, but just as you can fix the person's, but that's not, think about it, guys. Like, Jambi, don't think about it. Think about the positive. What I'm meant to say is that in the midst of all this bullshit that we have, there's these good things happening. Seriously, like, those people, guys, are not going to destroy humanity. No, bitch. No, 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 no. So, no, seriously, you know what I mean? So that's it. That's my message today. Cure for MS, autism. No drugs. Just a rose. Just a rose. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine that. And I explained to him, and I even said to the scientist, like, I'm not, claiming any kind of scientific, like, I'm not saying that, oh, here I am. No, it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Seriously, guys, this is really, because, guys, this is like so positive. I'm serious. This is so positive because it really affects the lives of thousands, millions of people. Think about it. I mean, think about it. Think about it. The lives, not just the children, so soon, guys, and the other thing, the other thing I wanted to say is that, what was it? Yeah. So anyway, so this is it, guys. Okay. Oh my God, it's crazy. No. Very interesting for my house. This is really interesting, Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's not sure. I don't exactly know why, but it's showed that it's like the brain is sort of underdeveloped for whatever reason. I don't know why or how it is. This parts of the brain, that the reason why it doesn't fully more. It's almost like it's like a fruit. Okay. It's like a fruit that is, that is like an avocado. If you try to open, the avocado before, it's like some fruits you need, it's those kinds of things. So it doesn't, there's not much that you can do, but it's just something like that. So anyway, so imagine I have a phone line for scientists. I'm working on this research. What is the problem? Hello? Rostock investigator? This is a hotline for science. What is your problem? What are you researching? Oh my God, isn't that amazing? So guys, okay, so now let me get started. I just wanted to share because I'm just still like, oh my God. Yeah, so I'm just like, whoa, I'm still, yes, we are. I know we are. But I just wanted to share, guys, because this is big. This is big, okay? And sorry, this is my thing. I had to share, guys. I know we are gonna look into part. Don't be angry, don't be mad at me. It's just because this is, I feel like, guys, this is very significant, okay? The cure for, not cure, but a big development in the autism, okay? So anyway. So, okay, so now let's go to the wonderful times. Yeah. Well, I think, guys, not all I'm not to brag, but not everybody is like me. I'm sorry. It's very specific. It's also that I'm very educated. It's a combination, okay? But it's a combination of knowledge. It's and not just being like, I was joking. With somebody asked actually that I said is like, it's not like, oh, how's my boyfriend? It's like a little deeper. That, you know what I mean? It's very intense. And medical. That's right. So anyway, so now going back to the wonderful world of President Jared, MBS, Vlad P. Oh my God! I know. I just want to say because it's good news. Now we can move on to the world of Vlad P. Yeah. So Glenn, here's, yeah, we got together to find information. So anyway, guys. So wow. So now let's go reading. So anyway. Oh yeah, thank you for I'm just gonna, guys, let me just seriously get quickly here, get the cards out and everything. So I'm gonna, we can guys can chat. I'm gonna go here to put. Thank God, thank you, because I would sometimes I forget. So please remind me. And now I just opened the list of prayers. So here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna go over quickly like I did last time. Doesn't take that long. I think maybe let's say 10 minutes. I'll figure it out how long it takes. Okay, where is this? Okay, let's see here. Timer. What's timer? Stopwatch. So I'm gonna just put these cards here. Now we're gonna move to prayer. Okay, so I'm gonna say, get started, asking for protection. See a beautiful ray of light coming top of my head as I breathe. I feel this beautiful ray of divine light filling my lungs as I breathe out. It expands outward. Out in the shape of a circle. Beautiful circle of light. An elliptical light object. And as I see this beautiful elliptical object, I close my eyes and I step into it. And as I step into it, I feel this beautiful bright light. I feel completely protected. And as I feel the warmth, I feel protection. I invite everyone in the group, and we all step into this beautiful sphere of light. And as we step into this beautiful sphere of light, we feel each other's presence. We connect. We add, each one of us adds their own light. And we both inhale divine light and we exhale light. And now that we're together, prepared, I ask for all the good energies of the universe to help us heal and find love and clarity. Okay? So we project light onto everyone below. All darkness and all obstacles to the light are now removed. Pure divine light embraces them. They are now protected in and in harmony with the light. They are now protected by the divine light. They are now in perfect health, body, heart, and mind. They are in perfect harmony with the divine light, and so it is. So first, everyone in the group, everyone's friends and relatives, everyone watching now, and anyone who may watch it later. I'm going to start with Bella Y, who's dealing with fibromyalgia. And then Claudette H, her mother and uncle's Melbourne, suffered an aneurysm, endured 3 surgeries, has been hospitalized for 7 weeks. Lauriston and Leroy, both battling prostate cancer. Util, her mother, recuperating from gallbladder surgery, asthma, and cramps in her legs. Claudette H herself in severe pain due to osteoarthritis in both knees, and 5 herniated discs on her back. Connie, dealing with fibromyalgia, depression, and suicidal thoughts. Courtney K's mother, Mazeline King. Daniel's wife, Susan. Daniel V's sister, Diane. Deanna's husband, Asa. Diane M's son, Stephen. He's an autistic young adult who is looking for a job that fits his abilities. Donna Age's sister, Linda. Eva's friend, Louis, who lost his 24-year-old sister. Georgia K, dealing with life changes. Glenn W, his son, Will, who has autism, that he may develop his speech. Holly W's, Eve's family. Eve was her mother's friend for 62 years. Impish artist daughter, Simone. Jane R., her sister Lisa's father-in-law, Sylvester, who was just diagnosed with bone cancer. Janet A., going through a difficult divorce, that the truth about her ex-husband's abuse and insurance fraud is fully revealed to the judge and that she's granted custody of her son. Jana's sister Susan. Jeanette's son Matt and her dog Alice. Joanne's brother John. John's mother Janice. Julie's daughter Vanessa. Kathy G's friend Noble Hayes, her daughter Lene. Lisa C's daughter in friendship Anna, dealing with cancer, her daughter Coachella. Lisa C dealing with frail health. Liz Toth, who's having serious health challenges. Pam K's daughter Karen. Peggy T's niece Crystal. Phyllis B, her brother and his family, especially the 4 kids, Mackenzie, Dominic, Delaney, and Jamie. Sarah, who's having a hard time right now. Sharon, her son Ben, and her husband. Suzanne Walker's sister Nancy. Teresa's daughter Lori, who has MS. Terry's son Derek. Victoria F, to the soul of her former co-worker Joe. Just closing. Oh, no, actually not closing this yet. But everyone suffering and fearful. Those pursuing justice. All journalists working hard to tell the truth. All courageous whistleblowers. All victims of human trafficking. Michael Cohen for his courageous testimony, for his safety and the safety of his family. Mueller's team, the FBI, and all law enforcement investigating the Trump administration. The Joint Chiefs of Staff and everyone in the military. William Barr, that he may do the right thing for the country and choose the path of justice. Mark Harris, his son in North Carolina, who spoke the truth about election fraud, that this may be only the beginning of revelations regarding election fraud in this country. We project light onto everyone I have just mentioned below. All darkness and all obstacles to the light are now removed. Pure divine light embraces them. They are now protected in and in harmony with the light. They are now protected by the divine light. They are now in perfect health, body, heart, and mind. They are in perfect harmony with the divine light, and so it is. So now we're going to move to part 2, those blocking the light. We project light onto all the names listed below that I'm going to speak out aloud. Any and all obstacles to the light are removed from them. They are now protected and in harmony with the light. The justice is done and indictments are revealed, that their lies are no longer believed, that the truth is revealed and heavenly light wins over their darkness, that their efforts to spread hate and division are ineffective, that their base opens up to the truth, that their resistance to the light fades completely and truth emerges fully. And so it is. All the false prophets in politics, including President Trump, Mike Pence, Lindsey Graham, Grassley Turtle, Jim Jordan, Vladdy P, MBS, Kellyanne, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Don Jr., Trey Gowdy, Whitaker, Giuliani, Bob and Rebecca Mercer, Bannon, Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Charles Koch, Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, all propagandists, including Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Alex Jones, and Roger Stone. And a repetition of the prayer at the beginning. We project light onto the names I have just mentioned. Any and all obstacles to the light are now removed. They are now protected and in harmony with the light. The justice is done and indictments are revealed, that their lies are no longer believed, that the truth is revealed and heavenly light wins over their darkness, that their efforts to spread hate and division are ineffective, that their resistance to the light fades completely and truth emerges fully. And so it is. Amen. Okay. Wow, guys, this was good. 6 minutes. Pretty fast. Okay. So let's click here. So, wow. Okay. So anyway, guys, so this is it, okay? All right, so now here we go. I'm going to go to the list. Oh my God, it's such a long list. I was like nervous just writing it out. Okay, so by the way, guys, so the thing about North Korea, I'm not surprised because I remember I saw there was something like it's a delay, it's permanent delay. There's something that doesn't really work. It doesn't work, right? The whole thing. So I'm not surprised because, guys, let's get real. This was never really serious. He never really wanted, okay? He never really wanted the whole, Anyway, so you guys feel it, okay? So this is good. Okay. So, but guys, it's so interesting. I don't want it to be like go on forever. It's okay, right? Right? That's what I think. And Terry said, I feel like, guys, what happened in the Michael Cohen thing, I think is the beginning of this. That's my sense, okay? That the lies they're trying to no longer, did you see the thing about Jim Jordan? Those people, they're like, yeah, this is not true. Remember how he worked before? almost like they were, I guess they were the majority, but now it just loses the movement. And especially maybe because Michael Cohen, he was one of them. Okay, maybe this is it. Yeah. It was all about getting propaganda, distraction. So this is it, guys, it's just crazy. Hello, Patty. Okay, so anyway, so now, guys, I'm gonna get started, okay, on the questions, because it's a lot of questions. And like I said, I'm probably not gonna be interacting a lot with the comments because I want to answer. I'm gonna try to be very quick with the questions, okay? Because there's too many questions, and I feel like, yes, it could be open-ended, but I feel like it's nice to be specific, okay? So if I go fast, maybe we can, I want to remove this. Maybe we can have a, what else? Here it was. I need earrings. I need very many earrings. Guys, I have a bag. Okay, so yeah, right. It was interesting that he was not in DC when Michael Cohen spoke, right? It's kind of an interesting thing. And it doesn't work. I feel like the whole thing was so, and you guys notice how it's not just that the narrative was weak. Even the way they delivered the message, it was weak. They knew they were lying. They knew there was something about it just doesn't work anymore. Okay, even for them. Okay, so anyway, now we're getting started. Okay, now. So superpower earrings. I have earrings. They emit the light. They emit the light. So now I'm gonna get the questions. So okay, quick questions. So I have cards, guys, but I'm gonna do versions. Okay, so first, what is this? What did the Michael Cohen testimony mean to the world and to the America and to the world? What does it mean? Okay, it means that we're beginning to lift the curtain. It means that once one person begins to lift the curtain, you can't put it down anymore. It shows that it's this image of the curtain being lifted. And once it's interesting, once the curtain is lifted, you can't say, no, there's nothing in front of you. It's right there. We all are beginning. I mean, we knew it, but you can't. This is why, guys, remember, it's funny. It reminds me of another vision I had, which is like them trying to, it's the gaslight. This is why gaslighting is so important, because it's about cutting the truth. The truth cannot be, this is, in the end, guys, not about denying what Trump did, but hiding the truth. This is why literally gaslighting is so important, okay? Veil lift, that's it. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that, okay, so tell us about the presence of Representative Cummings, Elijah Cummings, because it was so amazing. It really felt like he was an angel, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I was like, how come, he's here? And as I was watching him, I was like, he's like an angel. He was meant to be here at this time. Like he is so perfect. And it's so interesting because before, the energy was people were always attacking Nancy Pelosi. And now there's this guy, he was allowed to, like, he could just go do his thing. So, okay, so tell me about the presence of Representative Cummings and his words. Did the words of Representative Cummings resonate to others, even to Trump's base, as much as he did for us? What was the effect of his words on the Republicans that were doing treason? Do they have a, okay, so. So it's kind of interesting, guys, because, I see Nunes. I don't know, and I was surprised to learn that. Can you believe Nunes is still around? He's walking around as a criminal. He's walking around every day. He walks around. Okay. So then, okay. So it shows that they, when they see it, I see Nunes like, when it shows, it's sort of like, it's the kind of thing that you can't stop, because you give people the light. This is the light. They're like, damn it, the light. They're like, you can't, once you let the light in, you can't get, you can't put it away. So they're like, damn, they're not even necessarily upset. They're like, they can recognize the feeling. And it's interesting because they see it almost like love. When you can see when someone is falling in love with another person, they change. They like look at things like this. It's something interesting like this. Like they could tell, the bad people could tell that the humans are it's like you can kind of manipulate the minds of humans, but love breaks spells. Okay, like love. I don't mean romantic love. I mean, even though I was using romantic love, I mean love in a bigger sense. Love breaks spells of hate. Okay, remember the whole that you can find to hate with love. Is that right? What was I always forget? But it's such a beautiful. There's a that the thing. I forgot it. So this is it, and it shows that like once people are contaminated with light, you cannot stop them. You can't tell them otherwise anymore. And guys, was telling me here, like it's like this is why Jesus was effective. It's telling me like because Jesus, you know what I mean. This is why like I don't have to be Christian. It's like in any religion, it's like this is why religion at the what like spirituality, religion on the highest level before the corrupt people get in. Why it's so effective, because it really humans have the ability to see the other side, almost like the highest. And when it emanates from that level, nothing can stop it. Christ conscious, that's right. Nothing can stop it. It's like this. So they're like in their expressions, guys. What I see about them, I see, Jim Jordan is like this. Mark Meadows, like, I'm a Christian. He's always like, right? So they're like, oh, they're like, it's like the losing team. The team that knows they're going to lose a game. They're losing like dramatically, like by points. Like they're like, oh, damn it, we're going to lose this game. They realize there's no way they can win. That's kind of like what it feels like. Because it's the power. And guys, I see, seriously, I feel like inside that place and the house, there was so much light. People could feel the spirituality, like cleansing, cleansing. Can I tell you my feeling was the first time since, and it has, even with them, it's not about Democrats. It's like, it's the moment, I guess, because it's the first time I felt like it was about truth. It was about, the first time since Trump got his job. You know what I mean? Was that crazy to think about it? Like, it's been so long since he got elected. Is bullshit. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think about it. So anyway, and people said, yes, there are several comments. I do think that he was not saying everything he knows about Russia. And I believe that part of it is because he knows that if he doesn't, if you go say, yeah, Russia, there was a collusion, so he has to give evidence. He could be sued. There's all these things. I think he's working with Mueller in the background and other people. He has more evidence. He just didn't say it. And I think he made a deal that it's like if he says stuff about Russia, he can lie about that. That maybe, who knows. But what I said is like, I think he's not perfect, okay? But I think he was truthful. Everybody was like, he was truthful, right? I think he was truthful in what he said. Right? This is what I thought. And this is what was moving about it, okay? So, I mean, the whole thing with, do you have a book deal? You have a book deal, huh? Do you have a book deal? I'm sorry, how pathetic is that? Those people are so corrupt. They're throw away their country. They don't care. They're like, do you have a book deal? Anyway, so that's a story. Okay, so this is okay. Answers, yes, I understand, guys. Okay. Now, do you guys, let's do, okay, tell me what you think. This is what I kind of want to do. I'm going to go over the questions with visions first. And then later, if there's time, then we'll do cards for specific questions, okay? Because I feel like it's not going to be enough time to do everything if we go by cards, okay? Because, cards open up. I may use a few cards if we need, okay? So, right? So I'm going to do it, okay? I'm going to get started because I already was doing visions, but let's go to visions. Okay, so I already answered. What does the coin testimony mean to America, the world? What does this coin testimony mean to Trump? Okay. Oh, what does this mean for Trump and his family? Oh, guys, in cartoons, the image I got, cartoons, they have is that trap door? When the cartoons, they're sitting there and then the thing falls, they woo! That's the cartoons are, woo! And they fall. Trapdoor. Woo! Opens. Woo! Bye. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah. So wait, where is he? President? Oh, he was here. President? What is he? Where is he? Oh, President was here. He was. So that's it. It means that it's over. The trap door opens. Bye. See you later, President. See you later, President. See you later, President. So guys, oh, now I have distractions. I have a song. Oh my God, I'm like, sometimes I do. Now I thank God for this app. So I'm putting down just quickly, okay, because it reminded me of the song for Don Junior. It's a piano song. Look, you're going to recognize the song here. If it's what you say it is, I love it. I love it. If it came from WikiLeaks, I don't try. I did it for my dad. That's like he's regretful. Look, I love it, guys. Oh my God, it's so good. I love it. It's so funny. And but we're going to sing a song for him. Let's go. What you say it is, I love it. I love it. If it came from WikiLeaks, I trust it. I trust it. I'm going to jail. I love it. I love it. For my dad. It is what you say it is. I love it. I love it. I'm going to prison soon. To federal prison. Okay, go back here. So my God, if it is what you say it is, I love it. I love it. So okay, now back, because it was about the family. Okay, so it's over for them. It shows here, guys, that the trap is open. It go down by. Okay. So, but there's more specific question. So, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to know, how does Trump view the situation after Cohen's testimony? In other words, is Trump aware of the mess he's in? Does he know? Is he like, because I think one of the problems he has is that he thinks he's winning, but is he aware of the trouble he's in, or does he still think he's like Jesus or something? Oh my God, guys, I see him. This is so interesting. I see he's like, there's all these doors. Like, okay, exit. I need to exit. What is it? What is the exit door? Hello? This is President. I need to exit. Fast. So, guys, so interesting. He's looking for an exit. Oh, yeah? You can jump from the airplane. Don't worry, there's a door. There's a door on the airplane. Why don't you take a look? Open the airplane. See what it's like. Smell some fresh air. Don't worry. We'll be here when you come back. No. Just go, President. I was right there. There he is. Just let it be on that door. Just go over there. Oh my God. So he wants out, guys. He's done. He's like, this is what I told you before. He wants the way. He was looking for a way out. Please. President. Yeah, just go. Yeah. I think he's negotiating the exit. Guys, I said before, remember the story I told you before, that there is some things that he does not like to talk about, and this is them. He does not like the truth to come out about who he is, right? This is why, guys, the financial stuff is real. And I'm seeing Mueller being like, because, Mueller knows all the what is it called? The FBI profile people. So he knows, he's like, oh, yes, very interesting. Because they know that once the truth about him comes out, that's what makes him want to leave. Okay. And by the way, I think it was Diana. If you look in the links in the comments for the post, guys, she found a toy of Robert Mueller. It's so funny. It's like a little action figure. Yeah, action. Action figure. So it'd be amazing to have the action figure of Mueller. A toy, like a doll of Mueller. It's very funny. But anyway, so that's it. That's the story. He wants out. Okay, he wants out. He's like, I can't, and it's because he does not want to. It's like open the Pandora box. Okay, opening the Pandora box. So guys, it's kind of amazing. Okay, so here I'm going to post the link here. So there's all these little political action figures, but you could see here. Okay. So anyway, so now, okay. So, but if people talk about grades, but it's basically whatever it is that he likes to be a fantasy. Okay. So exactly. So this is not okay. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So he wants out. Okay. So now let's see. Okay. So let's go back to questions. Okay. So how does Trump, will the Cohen testimony mean indictments for others? Yeah, now guys, those people that work for, you remember how there was all these people that were named in the testimony? They're gonna have to go over there. They're gonna have to talk in front of Congress. They're furious. They're not just furious, they're embarrassed. They're like, damn it, that's not what I signed up for. Okay, so everybody is gonna have to go. Can you imagine? All these people, and there was one guy they found, there was a guy with an Italian name, I forgot, Matthew something. Castellano, I forgot. It was like, guys, you should see there's somebody found the video of the guy. He looks just like a guy in the mafia movies, like in one of the episodes of The Apprentice, and it's so funny. Oh my god, Calamari. That's right, Calamari, Matthew Calamari. Yeah, it was a. Wait, so no, I'm here to talk to President Trump or whatever you need to talk to me, whatever you need, I get take care of it. Whatever, take care of it. What are you talking about? Whatever. Yeah. So, oh my God. So, is that right? The big squeeze is true? No, that's right. I'm like, I believed it. The calamari, the big. Oh, yeah. No, but what I'm saying, guys, is that this is these guys who are like the driver, or like it was somebody who's totally not, calamari. Yeah, calamari. Calamari. Yeah. Girl, get down over here, Calamari. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Anyway, so now, okay, let's see here. All these people who I mentioned, they're gonna go. Guys, I think the guy, Alan Weisberg, what's his name? I mean, have to go over there. Yeah. Let's hear from you, Alan Weisberg. Tell us about the tax document. Tax? No. Can you imagine? I think this is the thing, guys. Trump is not going to be able to go. Trump is not going to be able to go to be. He's like, when he realizes people are going to talk about, he's going to run. He wants to run. He wants to leave. Oh my God. Little squid. Remember squid? Squid. Oh my God. Smells fishy. Hello? Who? Calamari? The boxes. Oh my God. The boxes. Okay. Okay. All right. So next. Okay. Does Mueller have, now this is an important question, okay? Does Mueller have evidence that Trump had known of the WikiLeaks stolen email dump? In other words, did you remember the time of the testimony, okay? Michael Cohen said, or at the beginning of the stuff he was reading, he said that he was in the room, or he was in his office talking to Trump when Don Jr. came in and went behind the desk and said, hey, I think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know what he said, but something like that. So that's good. But is there? I mean, guys, I think for me, the fact that he was saying, "Hey, Rasha, you hear this? Go get our emails." That alone, to me, I love it. Right? It's like that alone is pretty clear. But does Mueller have evidence, like calls or whatever, that he has told Trump? Okay. Guys, I feel like a lot of people were recorded, okay? There's just a lot. Roger Stone talks, guys. Roger Stone has a big mouth, as you could see. He has a big mouth. So he calls people. He mails people. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, guys, it's telling me something important. It's telling me is very interesting. Do you remember the story about how Roger Stone said that he went to London to meet with Assange? Do you remember the story that he met with Assange? Do you remember this? So it's telling me this is like, okay, this is it's interesting. Do you remember the story of the guy who was poisoned, right? The Russians who poisoned the guy, the Skripal in England. It's coming to me this together. It's telling me this, that England has one of the most sophisticated systems of surveillance. They have cameras everywhere. Okay, so there is camera. Yeah, Roger Stone traveling in information. Yeah. So guys, there's lots of people, not just once, but several times. Several times. It's telling me Peter Smith, the guy, there's a lot, guys, a lot of stuff, a lot of evidence. It's it's the kind of thing, guys, they're like, it's not quite as, remember the story of, I don't know if you've ever heard the tapes of John Gotti, that they were able to wire the whole thing, okay? You know what I mean? They wired, they wired the social club, so everything they were talking about, it was recorded. But this case, it's like there's just a lot of evidence. Okay, there's just a lot, and there's money, and there's just, guys, they have the backlogs. Did you see the story that the FBI Mueller has the backlogs of all the communications of WikiLeaks for years, all of their emails on Twitter, all of everything? Oh, really? What happened? Oh, no, I didn't do it. Nobody knows. No. So yeah. See you later, alligator. I think I also see, guys, that that's why Mueller got it. So the other thing I see is that Don Jr. was emailing people. Okay, he's like, yeah, I got my dad. This is gonna come out. He told several other people about this, and they have all the logs. Okay, they have all the logs of all the information conversations. I have informations. Hey, do you know what's happening? I have WikiLeaks on the other line. Emails about Hillary coming. Yeah, I know. They record information, true? Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Uh-huh. Because, guys, seriously, they email people. They do stuff on Twitter and stuff like that. So anyway. So no, but it's not, guys. This has nothing to do with Julian's, whatever Julian Assange give or doesn't give. They go in there. They were able to go in there and get they have informations. Yeah. And another thing, guys. Okay, just before I don't know if you're familiar. This has never became pop. It was never talked about very much. But there was this footage, okay, and this article in Holland, in Dutch, okay, how the Dutch intelligence was able to go into the Fancy Bear group, Russian group, hacker group. They were able to go on their cameras to see the faces and names of all of the hackers. They were able to see them going into this voting systems. This is a real thing. So there is telling me here the reason why it hasn't been publicized is because they don't want to make a big deal about it, but they have it. They have information. They have it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they have it. Okay, but why don't we? Okay, why are they not making it public? It would be nicer if we knew. Because they have a big case. They don't want to spoil it. Okay. It's already public, Cynthia. It's public, but it has not been spoken about. Okay, it's already public. Okay, let's just see here. Fancy Bear, Dutch Intel. Here, guys, okay? This is it. Okay, here it is. I mean, there's you just search Dutch intelligence fancy bear. It's gonna come up, okay? They have recorded evidence of it happening live. Okay, candid camera. This is it, okay? So anyway, so they're just not making a big deal. And it's weird that the media, they're like, oh, is Amy Klobuchar throwing binders at people? Instead, we have all of, like, I wish the media was focused. I mean, I guess there is some degree of focus on it, but then it changes, Trump changes the subject. But anyway, so okay. So now let's go back to your information. So, okay, that's right. So yes, there he has evidence. Okay. I already asked this question, but let me ask it differently, in a different way. Does Rep. Cummings' speech signify a return to real values, a return to the legitimate pursuit of truth? Yes, guys, it's interesting. I see an image of him, like he has so much light. Okay, this is like light on top of him everywhere. He is the sun, and there's so much light behind him and around him. He's the light. Okay, Cummings, Elijah Cummings. So he comes and he's like a light. He's like illuminated being. Okay, he's higher level being. Okay, I have goosebumps. So this is it. Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. They can't stop him. They can't stop him. So, guys, yeah. You know what I thought? Okay, I thought that yeah. I thought that this whole thing with racism that happened yesterday is a very interesting conversation. I felt like this is for the first time, guys. I feel like it's coming. It's like the bullshit doesn't help anymore, So does this mean that America is finally going to deal with this? With the, because I forgot her Tadlet. I don't know her last name, but I thought it was like very interesting. Okay, so. Yeah, guys, I feel like this is a moment of reckoning, okay? It's going to start. This is just the very beginning of reckoning of people, because it feels like the whole thing with racism, just as it was in the Civil Rights era, is like, first of all, the Civil Rights era was not finished. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, so it's showing that also, interesting. So yeah, so I feel like it's just a continuum of a spiritual path, okay? And people it's like no longer they're like, well, but that guy, I'm sorry, that guy, Mark, whatever his name, sickening to me. Like, I'm sorry. He's like, well, here she is. Here she is. She's here. She's not, remember the character I did. I'm not racist. She's here. There's a black girl right here. You see her? She works in the administration. Yeah, she does. Walk around. Hello there. There she is. She works in the administration. Yeah. He's not racist. He's not racist. He's not racist. And then someone else said, okay, so she listed all of it. She listed all the things that were obvious that he was racist. Okay, Trump was racist. They had to acknowledge. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very good to me. Even though some people are like, well, they should have used the time better for questions. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very interesting, but it was so like, are you serious? Like, sickening. Anyway, so now move on to a different question. So, okay. So anyway, okay. Now, will Trump's taxes be investigated by Congress? Because AOC, she did a good job. AOC. Did you see? She's like, bitch, who knows about the taxes? What did he say? So what's going to happen? What's going to happen to with the Trump taxes? Are we going to see the receipts live? With receipts? Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, I feel like I feel like I could be wrong. Okay, AOC. I feel like maybe Trump is after Trump leaves, there's gonna be huge projections. Okay, huge. You know, like you know how they have like a projector, but or you know maybe they even printed. They go. You know how they have a huge version, like a gigantic version of the spread of a tax form. You know, they're gonna print out so big, like a huge poster. So we're gonna see all the. Do you claim any exemptions? You know those things they have. The huge thing's gonna be blown up big, huge. So very interesting. So yeah, bitch. Yeah. So they're gonna, you know what, guys? I told you this is so very interesting here before. I told you this a long time ago about something else. That it shows that God willing, Trump's taxes are gonna be talked about in Congress, and they're gonna be used as a means to change the tax laws. Okay, to prevent people. That's why Billboard big, to prevent people from having these like schemes. That's why I told you guys. You know, the whole, if you have real estate, you have these tax protections, it's going to change quickly, okay? Because they're going to remove all of it. Whatever it is that Trump used to not pay taxes, it's going to be removed. Seriously. And I'm not saying it's interesting because it's AOC, also because she cares about taxes, right? You know, so interesting, right? You know what I mean? So she's paying attention. So I feel like this is going to be the trigger of like stopping this bullshit. You know what I mean? Seriously, like regardless of whatever the tax code, it's not about how much tax. It's not even there. That is like removing these like shady things that people don't pay taxes. It's like, oh no, did you claim exemption number 5250 whatever? That is, if you own real estate in this area, like you know how those things that happen, they're not really, they're just breaks for certain people. Okay, so this is it. So this is good. Yeah. So yes, the answer is yes, and it's gonna be good information. Okay, so has Cohen's testimony affected Don Jr.? If so, how? How is this going to affect him? Okay, so how's this going to? He's like, where is my thing? Okay, I need to find it. 1 second. What is my thing, guys? You know, I really need to go. Oh, I'll be right back. I need the thing. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my God! I need the bag of this here. I have my bag of hankies, folded Mary Kondo style. Spark joy. It sparked joy for me. Crying. Could I? No. No. So he's crying. Guys, seriously, he's sitting in the edge of the bed and crying. But this, like my song said, I did it for my dad. I wanted to get love. You know, he did for that, but now he did for that. Now go prison. Yeah, sad for him. So. So anyway, so okay. So now here informations. Okay, so then now it's okay. Oh my God, I love them. Can I join Freedom Caucus? What about Freedom Caucus? Hello, I'd like to join Freedom Caucus. So are these people in Freedom Caucus going to go to jail? Okay, Mark Meadows, whatever, Jim Jordan. Okay, so because guys, okay, at minimum obstruction of justice. Okay, I'm a mole. What do you mean a mole? A mole? What do you mean a mole? I'll be like, hey Don Jr., I think you're great. You know, these liberals, they're just like, because my voice has to go up. The
mercy, just like they're just so jealous of you. Oh my God, what? No, that tutor is great. That tutor is the best guy. Yeah. What are you talking about? No. They want to go after them. Why? Just because go get some Latinos.
So, oh my God, guys. People are like probably like neighbors crying, complaining. Dog whistle. That's right. Mariah Carey. That's right. You got the feeling emotions. Higher than I've ever been. Like emotions. So you got the feeling emotions. So when I walk down the street and I'm like, I think of Mariah Carey. I like, you got me feeling emotions. So, oh my God. Okay, so no question mark. Okay, if you have a question, just write it out. Question mark is not very productive. So no, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. So seriously, guys. Okay, I really did not like these people. Okay, those people, are they gonna go to jail? That's what I don't know. Are they gonna go to jail? I think so, guys. Okay. I think so because I see that guy. He's like this. Like his, how his face was red. I see his face really red, very red, and like he's kind of sweating. He's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Like he's very, smooth or something. He's like, no, but what? No. He's like very like sweaty or something, and so they are sweaty, so this is so interesting. It's very sweaty. He's like, no. And he's like, guys, he's handcuffed. Here for him. He gave me this as a gift. Yeah, he gave gift for me. Here. Yeah. No, seriously, he's like this. But his hair is all messy. He's like, I think he was drinking. I think they have drug and I think this guy has drink problems. Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows does drinks. Jim does drugs. Jim Jordan. He's like uppers, okay? He's so skinny. He must have like a stack of Adderall. Like seriously, that guy, he's like, yeah. Hey, Jim Jordan is like, whoa, yeah, huh? Like seriously, he's like, yeah. Like in the subway or anywhere, if I sit anywhere and there's a man who's like tapping his feet, those people who are so nervous, you could see their body like this all the time, and that's him. Yeah. So I think so, guys. Okay, I think he does not want to talk. They really believe, guys, they could get away with this shit. And I see that it's not just obstruction of justice. This is one of them, obstruction of justice. Guys, can I tell you? I'm gonna say it. I know, I hate conspiracy theories, but I think these guys, that guy Mark Meadows, I think he's a pedophile too. Okay, I think there's something. Seriously, I think he's also a pedophile of some. He has some sort of weird sexual thing that they have information. They're gonna find in his computer, kind of thing. Oh my God, it's like, those because I watch guys seriously. Yeah, I watch all these criminal shows, but it's like it's always there's sometimes they have shows that they're like, such and such was a pillar in the community. He was a minister or whatever. There's always like sometimes they have these people. That's them. Like such this Mark Meadows guys. He has some weird like sexual weird stuff, abuse, something weird. Okay. And he's gonna come out like it's gonna come out that these people, they're all fake. It's a fake Christian thing. It's like, oh no, I'm with Jesus. Jesus. Jesus, forget about it. Who are you again? I'm with Jesus. Can you imagine? No, and the guys, and it's like so interesting because it's so, they make names. This is like sickening, okay? Yeah, not even just SNM, but bad, like, they could be abused, something like that. Like they could find some kid could be like, yeah, when I was 12 years old, whatever, and stuff like that. So, oh, and no, guys, did you see this? I didn't put it on the list because the guy who was in the room, the Gates guy. Did you see that there was an article today about how he was on the phone with Trump yesterday? He was on the phone with Trump. He was on the phone. So in other words, the whole attack on Michael Cohen was orchestrated by Trump. Think about it. He was on the phone. And I remember I did a reading. Remember how I did a reading on him? And there was a Trump everywhere. He's like very involved with Trump, but there were all these letter. Maybe this was the messages. They were sending messages to each other. Yeah, send message to each other. Oh. I did nothing. Oh no. But this is exactly what, and guys, what's his name is doing this? Oh my God. What is the name of the guy? Beautiful. He's a handsome man. Roger Stone. So handsome. So handsome. So beautiful. Roger Stone. So attractive, Roger Stone. My God. So, okay. So next. I have my questions. Okay. So now, I have questions about both Mark Meadows and Jim Jordan. What was Mark Meadows thinking? Does he know how screwed he is? What was Jim Jordan thinking? Because the interesting questions, guys, is do they know how much in trouble they are, or do they think they can just bullshit all forever? It's not clear to me if they know how bad, how much trouble they're in or not. Okay, so I want to know. Tell me about Mark Meadows and Jim Jordan. Do they know how much trouble they're in? Oh my! You know what's so sickening is that they're sitting next to each other, like, hey man, it's kind of like to them it's sort of like a sports thing. It's like we're like in a game with the enemy kind of thing. They think so they're so underdeveloped that they think, oh yeah, it's just a game, politics is a game, man, it's just like whatever. That's how they excuse. They're on a total different level. They're so thing. Okay, so this guy. Okay, so what about Roger Stone? Is he gonna? Oh, and okay, this is what I think, guys. It should come in. Did you remember the story about how Mueller let Manafort talk? Okay, how Mueller let Manafort kind of screw up, so they were listening in. Same thing here. Okay, so Mueller is kind of happy that this was happening because he recorded everything, so he has everything is against him, so there's a reason why they kind of let him go too, because it's sort of like, oh yeah, we can record it, it's nice, very useful. So that's that. Okay, so do they know? Yes and no, but they think they could push it out. They can think they did it. It's the drugs, it's the Kool-Aid mentality. Okay, so they think they could do it, they think they can get away with it and stuff like that. Okay, all right, so more questions. Okay, so now, what is Mitch McConnell's assessment of the testimony? Will he stick with Trump regardless? Last time, guys, I saw that there was like, then remember right before the reading, before the event, the day before, I saw this thing where it's like, I remember it was an opportunity for impeachment, but he's also connected to this. So how does Mitch McConnell see this? And what is the decision he's going to make about it? Guys, it's so funny. I see. Good night, Dan. Okay. I see that. Very interesting. Okay. I see that it's like he's carrying a tray or something. His jaw drops to the floor. He's shocked for some reason. Okay. So he's just like, he's like, he wasn't counting on this. He's sort of shell shocked right now because, it's over. He's like, time to pack. I guess I should pack. I should start packing. Yeah, I start packing. So he's just like, he's just like shell shocked. He's kind of like going through the motions, okay? So, okay, next. Okay, next. Now, I'm changing subject completely. What was it like in North Korea? What happened? Not that we thought it was anything other than a propaganda joke. What were Pompeo, Bolton, and others thinking? Like, what was happening, guys? This is totally... Cynthia already asked about this. Okay, so the answer is yes. I think he's going... Is he going... Okay, he's going to go... He's going to go to prison. He's still going to go to prison. I think he's indicted. But I don't think he's going to resign, okay? I don't feel like he's going to resign right away. I think he's going to go until... He's going to be there until Trump leaves, after Trump leaves. And then he thought there was going to be some sort of way out because, guys, he's so powerful and he knows Washington so much that he thinks he can kind of maneuver his way. He's very clever, but I don't think he's kind of like losing it too, okay, in his own way. So I think, yes, I think he's... Anyway, okay, maybe another day, more in depth. I don't want to give more information, just because we don't have time, but okay. All right. So, okay. So next, now let's do this, the thing about North Korea. Let me go back to the North Korea situation here. Okay. So, okay. So what happened and the other thing, guys, was Trump watching this whole thing when it was happening? This is interesting, right? I don't know. Was he watching the testimony of Michael? What was happening? What was it as he watched it? What was going on? And what happened in North Korea? Okay, so let's go there. Let's go North Korea. Okay, so kind of interesting that I saw that he's in some sort of hotel there. And he's like, it's very depressing. I mean, obviously it's depressing anyways, but I think the weather there was also depressing. It was cold in the rooms. They didn't have enough heat. This is an extremely poor country. People die of starvation all the time. But it was a very cold day or something like that. They didn't have enough heat. And there just wasn't, they're just kind of like in this middle of nowhere kind of place. So, it was Vietnam, but still, it's not the same. It's not like they want it. And it was like, and I see that he went to travel with a doctor. And the guys, I saw this huge bag of pills, or basically telling me there's all kinds of medicine. And they were injecting things onto him because, how do you say it? To prevent the outbursts. Okay, so he's sort of catatonic, actually. He's like, okay. So he doesn't break things, okay? Seriously. So he's just kind of processing the stuff he's watching. Like, he's like, watching the television. Oh my God. But he can't. It's like this drug that they inject on him does not let him, what is it called? It's almost like it doesn't let him explode. Okay. Keeps him awake, but doesn't let him like burst out. Like, oh, that stuff. Okay. And, okay. So, well, okay. That's like how he was watching it. Okay. Now, was it planned? This trip, was it planned because it was connected to the... It's not a sedative in the sense that he's not like, he's not sleepy. Okay. He's just awake. It's funny, guys. I have brain like Frazana. No, but really, I have a little bit of ADD. And I remember I took, what is it called? I took, for a couple of months, one time, I took antidepressants. And no, it's not Adderall. Let me explain. So I took antidepressants and it was like this feeling. It was like you're awake, you're going, but you don't have emotions. It's very strange. Okay. So that's what it reminds me of, that feeling of like, oh, you're like, no, Xanax is like a downer. Xanax is like makes you sleep. No, this is just like some sort of like antidepressant thing similar that cuts, it basically cuts the serotonin receptors. Yeah, no, some of those things. It's something about serotonin. Okay, like this is what I had. That's what I'm explaining, because this is what happened to me when I had it. It was like, it basically cuts, makes you robotic. Exactly this feeling, robotic, like, oh, hello. Oh, yeah, exactly. SSI, exactly those things. SSRI or S or whatever, exactly this thing. Yeah. Oh, hello. Numb. Yeah. I don't know the name of that. I don't know the names. Okay, I don't know the jokes. I'm just telling you the effect. Okay, so okay, so very interesting. Okay, so this is So this is it. It's like, oh, you're awake, you're kind of moving, going through the motions, but you don't cry, you don't have any feelings. Very strange. Okay, so he was watching it. He was very upset. Okay, and then it was not Thursday. No, it's not. Forget. Okay, whatever. Like I don't. It's not the point. Okay, I'm not gonna watch comments. I'm too much. So this is it, guys. Okay, so okay. So next. So he was watching it kind of crumble, guys. He was, and the other thing I wanted to say this. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say is that he was disheveled. Also, he was like, oh, okay, like, but he was not. Somebody had to dress him. Somebody had to comb his hair because he was not not that he, he doesn't do much on his own, but still, it was like he was not able. He was like, and I got, guys, kind of sad. It reminds me, my grandfather, when I was really young, my grandfather was blind. I have a blindness in the family, and he was living with my mom and I, and there was a nurse there taking care of him also. And I remember that he would be like, "Hey, Grandpa," I would grab him and say, "Hey, come here." The same thing. You have to go that way, but he was blind. It was different, obviously. But in the case of Trump, it's similar. It's like, oh, you have to go to the left, you have to go to the right, and you have to sit there, and you have to say this, and you have to. He does not have. Okay, so okay. Okay, so I'm not going to have too many, like, not much more time, but one important question here. Will Republicans in the Senate turn on Trump, or will they watch this whole thing fall? Because, guys, this is, it's an important question. Okay, so what are they going to do now? Turtle is like catatonic. He's like, what are they going to do? They're going to wait for indictments. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything until they see indictments. They're like, we're not going to, because they're up to their neck. You know what I mean? They're sort of like, they have blood on their hands. You know what I mean? Literally. So nobody's going to buy into it that much. They're just like, they just never had a plan B. Okay. Because the whole thing was a criminal enterprise. So yeah, guys, they're going to watch the next shoe drop, and they're just like watching it. Because, their whole lives, like I said, guys, think about it. They had billions of think about most of the Republican donors, like so much money. They had everything. And they thought they owned it. They're like, yeah, we have everything. We have all the judges. We have all the everything. But they don't, they never planned for it not working out, because it's sort of like, it's like the criminal mindset. It's like, I'm going to commit a crime. Nobody's going to catch it. What if they catch it? They're not going to catch it. Because you can't argue. What are you going to do? Once you commit a crime, the evidence, right? What are you going to do? So they crossed the line a long time ago. And, okay. So now it's an interesting, I didn't answer the other question about, I just stopped in North Korea about he was watching Cohen. Okay. But what was the deal with Kim Jong? Okay. My family's a glaucoma. Okay. It's a like a very severe on my family glaucoma. So women and men have my grandfather had. It's not diabetes, but it's glaucoma. Anyway, so but let me ask now, guys. Okay, so okay, let's go back here, guys. So what happened in terms of the negotiations in North Korea? I see him sitting there when there's when they're having the negotiation, and then he looks at a what's his name, Kim, and he's like, I don't do it. I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Why? No, bitch, no. And he's like, he's not even negotiating. He's just saying, okay, no, because he's like, I have to come back with a win. I have to come back with a win. And he doesn't have a win. So he doesn't do anything. You know, when he realizes he's not going to get what he wants, which is the propaganda bullshit, he walks, he doesn't, it's like he's like this. Oh, no, okay, bye. Okay. And I have a sense that the people in the airplane there, they were like, let's get him out of here. In a way, it would have been like, they're wondering what was worse, that he had stayed, or that if he had stayed or had, you know, the US or gone there, because it was useless, totally useless. And he's just not even, he's like, what? Bye. He literally comes there for like 10 minutes and he hears him say something. He's like, oh, really? No, I don't want it. I gotta go. Okay. So this is it, okay? So it's okay. So he just walks away. He went all the way there so he could sit at a table with those guys and just be like, no, bye. So what was Lavrov doing there, and what did he tell him? Interesting. So Lavrov is you know, he's very smart. He's very experienced. Russia wants to create this like new alliance, okay? It's kind of like a bullshit propaganda alliance. So they sort of control North Korea to an extent, or they have power there in North Korea. And so they kind of create this theater. It's literally like theater. Like, oh, let's pretend that because Putin loves the idea of Cold War and superpower versus superpower. So, you know, Putin has this mentality that is sort of like, yeah, it's like wars and fear and all those things. So they're like love to create this like bullshit thing, okay? So he wanted to do that because it's like instead of saying the EU, the France, from their perspective, it's not that it's France or England or Germany or the EU. It's like Russia, North Korea, and whatever, okay? So it was just like, so this was really interesting, okay? So we want to create this distraction. For the Russians, it's all about distraction. It's a theater. To them, it's theater. So let's go create a play. Everybody's going to see it. So they get Trump there, okay, to try to distract from what's going on in the US. So, and they think it's kind of a joke, but they don't really, to be honest, I feel like they don't really care. Okay. Because guys, whether he had said yes or no, it wouldn't work. You know, even if he had said yes, we're going to make an agreement to stop it. Because in the past, people actually remember reading this, that he said many times he's going to do it. He never does it. He never goes through with it. The same thing here, okay? So Trump is tired. He hates politics. Like, he hates the work of politics. In other words, diplomacy, okay? He hates, oh my God, he hates it, okay? He just hates it. He hates having to negotiate. He hates listening to others. He hates sitting there pretending. He's not interested in anything. He's interested in bullshit. So he's just bored, and it's the aides there. And not that I love them, but I kind of feel for them in a way, because I see there's women, young women, of course, trying to kind of make him seem presentable. Okay, working really hard to make him seem like a normal person, because he lost interest. He's in his life, guys. Can you imagine this? He's only ever done what he wanted. Okay, so when he doesn't want to do something, he loses interest, and he's like he's almost like he's depressed. He does not live in a world where he's ever had to respond to anybody. He's never had a real boss other than his dad and let it be, you know. So he's just pathetic. I mean, that's really what he is, and he wants out, and he's already kind of like, it's like I said, you know, it reminds me of my poor, bless him, granddad. You know, he was losing it. He's like, go the direction. He's like, okay, go down. He's not even hiding anymore. Okay, like his contempt, his lack of interest. Okay, so what did the Russians think of this? It's like they were like, so it didn't work the way they wanted. They're trying to find a war. I told you this. They're really trying hard to find a war, to find a distraction that's big enough. And I told you the thing of Venezuela, right? I told you this before in another live stream, that in Brazil, people are really worried about even the far right military in Brazil does not want a war with Venezuela because, it's a mess. It's going to be a mess. It'll be awful. So, you know what I mean? So the Americans are pushing for war. Trump is pushing for a war in South America, but they're like, no, we don't want it. Okay, because obviously we a mess. Can you imagine? Just to create distraction for Trump. Seriously. So, and they have that guy, the guy that did the same thing in Central America. I forgot Elliot something. He did that in Central America. But Central America is much smaller. The countries are tiny. Brazil is huge. Okay, and Venezuela is up there in the upper, I guess, I don't know, forgot exactly, like up here, it's hard to explain. And it's surrounded by the Amazon, which is impossible. It's a terrain that is like impossible to like live, there's like, it's very hard to get to and whatever. So it's, so anyway, so guys, you know what it is? It looks like the whole thing is falling apart. It's a comedy of errors, really. And it's a ridiculous play. Nobody knows how to act, and they're losing, all of them, guys. They are losing interest because they're not getting what they want. Okay. In other words, they can't get away with a crime so much. They're having to go to so many lawyers, so much money on law stuff that they're like kind of losing patience. And they want it to end. They're tired of it too. I'm not saying they're good people at all, no, but I'm just saying they're tired. Nothing is working exactly. They're bullshit. Because Trump is so incompetent, okay? Think about it. How bad. Guys, just think about anybody. Like if Obama did something like this, can you imagine? If Obama, like anything, 1/10 of an inch of one day that he did something bad. Trump, I've never seen a person with so many excuses. This is like the definition of entitlement. Like, can you imagine? These people do nothing. This guy does nothing. He golfs every day. He doesn't do anything. He's an incompetent idiot. And here he is. What is that? Because he's able to get people to be angry. Think about it. And I'm not saying, guys, that I'm not defending Hitler or anything at all. But guys, Hitler did not come from money. Okay, he wants to be like those people, but he's just a spoiled kid. He's did never I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that. So anyway, guys, it's going to be an exhaustion. They lost it, okay? There's going to be an exhaustion for all of them. So this is it, guys. Okay, it's 9 p.m. and 11 minutes. So I think we're going to have another tomorrow. I know I'm a little tired. Maybe I'll take Saturday off or something, but I feel like tomorrow is going to be a big day. Don't you think? That's what I think. Maybe, who knows? I would probably do one tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Saturday. Probably tomorrow, okay? And skip Saturday, okay? Oh, that's right, Netanyahu and everything. So anyway, let our show, yeah, okay. So, oh my God, yeah. Don't you? Okay, yeah. So, see you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye, guys. Good night. See you later. Okay, bye.